I guess this is the first lyric. I guess this is the first lyric. Funny behind the scene stories. When I was uploading the album up to my distribution site, it asks you like, does it have explicit lyrics? And I was like, there's no explicit lyrics in Throne. Literally the first fucking line has the F word in it, Kōri. It's like, oh my god, I'm so dumb. So I remembered that, like, as I forgot. But yeah, I put it as explicit lyrics because literally the first line I had the F word. But for whatever reason, for like a good hot minute, I was sitting there like, there's no bad words in Throne. There's nothing bad in there. It's fine. So yeah, that's what happened during that. So behind the scene, like, oh, the reason why I have this lyric was because I thought it was funny. That's it. Well, okay, so you guys know the 3 a.m. at Denny's meme. And, the dude's like, what the fuck is up, Denny's? Essentially. So instead of Denny's, I put Xylon. That's pretty much what that is. Yeah, and then it's redeemed now on the channel, so that's really exciting. But it's just what I wanted. I thought it was a great like entrance to the song, and like I also like knew that the song when I wrote the song, I knew that it was about intense stuff, but like I don't see myself as like a professional in any means when it comes to music, so like I kind of just was like I wanted to start off with something fun again that's like silly, a little bit silly, but just also like part of the song, which was this, and it's a meme because all of my songs are memes, let's be real. And yeah, I just started with that, and I wanted to like do some like metal screaming, so that's also why I did that. It just felt like it worked well for the song. Also, do you see this freaking awesome artwork here? This isn't the full image, obviously. We'll see it more as we continue with the MV, but it is so cool. Probably one of like my favorite artists that I've found recently, at least of VTubing. They do a lot of like horror and gore kind of art, and it just looks so cool. I was very pleased to be able to get a commission from them. And it looks amazing. So, yeah, okay. It just fit like Throne's aesthetic so well. So anyway, let me continue. I'll continue the song. Ooh. I don't know if I should explain this part, but essentially the chorus, I just wanted something that was very like, talking about things that you would do for a queen, right? Get on your knees, and I wasn't trying to do like, dominatrix shit by any means, by the way. But I just wanted to like make it feel like what would things like feelings of just like superiority. So like I kind of just wrote the chorus as what would that like figure say, and like a villainous kind of thing. That's more what I was thinking. So that's kind of like my explanation for the chorus. There wasn't like anything super deep about the chorus, I will say. Yeah, it all just has to do with like the being a queen, having the fucking crown on your head, be like, oh, I'm better than you. Yeah, that's what that's about. Great explanation, Kōri. Yeah, very deep. Okay, so this part was basically and again, like this was written in a perspective of like a villainous queen kind of figure, and so I was thinking of like another like fancy way to say like give me everything, like I'll accept everything about you as long as you essentially like bow down to me. Essentially that's kind of like what those lines are about. And so I enjoyed writing like the like imagery like that because I don't know, I thought it was funny and it was fun. It was cool. Oh yes! Oh, I can't wait to get into this part. So I thought so you know how like here we go. So you guys know how like a lot of like in AA, listen, I mean, I'm not throwing any shade. I'm not hating on anybody's stuff, okay? I just thought I wanted to poke fun at it. But you know how like a lot of VTuber lore tends to be with like demons and stuff like that. And this comes into play again in another line in the story, or in the story. It's a story in the song. But like so listen, I wanted to have things that were like, you know, a kind of like, again, poking at like VTuber lore, and a lot of like VTuber lore has like, oh, making a pact with like blood, and also that like kind of imagery is used very often, which is like, you know, villain stuff, I guess, and like, you know, witchcraft or whatever. And I was like, I think this would be cool, but I don't envision like a queen to be making a it's not a contract with blood per se, which is where the next line comes in. Oh shit, press the wrong button, sorry. So the song that I hum, the way that I envisioned it was like what everything the queen stands for, as far as like what the things that she speaks about. It's like the song being just like her voice, essentially. Like her voice is like is the music and what she speaks about. So, and I liked the word hum because it just felt more like evil. It just felt more like evil. I don't know, because it just felt like it gave it some like it just gave it some more description of like a feeling, a texture, you know, and like humming feels a little bit more like, oh, you're doing something suspicious. So, so that's kind of like why I chose that. But yeah, I liked this as well. I like everything about the song. I don't know why I have to say that. Okay, so this portion, do you like naughty or nice? So like this portion of this song, I will say. So the thing that I wanted to get across in the song was this idea of like, essentially like the queen has a lot of shit on her shoulders, a lot of weight on her shoulders. You know, like being like this perfect person for her kingdom. And so I wanted to write lyrics that were like, I could be pretty much anything that you want. And sugar and spice, like everything, and like I'm the perfect balance of everything. It's basically like what this character is saying. Like I wanted the character to say like, I will be anything and everything that you want. And why I wanted that there is because I wanted this message of like, you know, this queen, you know, bending herself, like bending her personality and self into whatever her people want, eventually destroys her as a person. So yeah, that's like the deep message that I wanted to like get across with pretty much the story that I'm telling in this song. And that has a lot to do with just like being a streamer in general. I feel like for a hot minute, I felt like I had to gear my content in a certain type of way to try and gain more of like an audience. And I don't think it's just not healthy to think that way, you know, especially when you're on fucking social media and Twitter and shit. You see like all, like obviously Twitter's gonna push you the popular VTubers that are out there, and you're just like, wow, I wish I was like that, or like I want to be more successful, you know what I mean? But I think like the problem comes when you start comparing yourself too heavily and feeling like you have to be that way in order to be successful. Like I don't know how many posts I saw where it was just like people, and I've said this plenty of times before, people believed that they had to be like a lewd tuber in order to be successful. And it's true, like I do see a lot more like lewd tubers gaining traction and stuff like that in this space. But that doesn't mean that you should be that, you know? And I think like when you are surrounded by that and you're surrounded by thinking that you need to be someone that you're not in order to make your so-called audience, like happy, it really like fucks with you. And I definitely had that happen to me, where I felt like I had to make shit, do things, just so that way I can, try to get more quote unquote what I thought was success. But it's not success. Let's be really, really clear. It's not success, to have to bend yourself to other people's ideal like streamer or entertainer. Because at the end of the day, everybody has their own opinions on like what is a good streamer. So you can't like please everyone. Anyway, continuing on. Oh, in the yandere girl part, I just thought was like funny and fun. Like I wanted to, I know that's like a word that's been said like on the stream constantly. Like I have the yandere eyes, so I wanted to include that in this song because I thought it was funny. That's pretty much it. Okay, also something I want to say. The reason why I did this portion of the song this way, where I had the main vocal, getting a little bit technical here, but not really. I had the main vocal being more of like a, stagnant kind of voice, and lower, and then I had like the cute yandere kind of voice, in as a harmony. Was because I saw, and I'm not gonna name names, and again, I respect everybody's content. I had seen another VTuber kind of, okay, it was very confusing because it seemed like they like, I don't know if they got the rights to it or what, but they like essentially like copied this song, but like changed it a little bit and did this with like for the song. They did this thing where they used like a low and high harmony only, and it was just like for the rapping parts and stuff. So I wanted to do it because I was like, I think I could do it better, and I feel like I did, but everyone has different opinions and I respect everyone, so I'm not calling anyone out, but that's why I did it for this portion, because I was like, I think I could do that, but better. So that's why. Just a little behind the scenes on that. As for the lyrics, your desires I will entice. It's again what I was just talking about, trying to be what the audience or what your kingdom wants you to be. Yeah. All this power is so sublime, the icy chills that can't be defined, domination of the world done by tea. And like, isn't that fucking a good, I liked that I said that. Domination of the world done by tea time. Like, could you just imagine? It's just so great. There's not enough like queen, princess imagery in the VTuber community, and I feel like that was a great one. I really like that one because it's just so fucking funny. Just imagine oh yeah, I just took over another kingdom. Now it's time for tea. Like what? That is so crazy. That is like fucking boss bitch right there. Okay, sorry, I had to say it because it's fucking amazing. Yes, this is what I was talking about. So this is what I was trying to say. This is a fucking stab at the demon VTubers. This is the stab at it. Okay, so sure, demons are cool and all, but have you ever seen a queen make empires? Come on, that was so good. I fucking love that line. It's like one of my favorite lines in the fucking song. Like, oh yeah, sure, demons are cool and all, but have you ever seen a fucking queen make empires fall, bitch? No, you haven't, okay? You don't talk about that enough, all right? I was also, when I was writing the song, I was going to have a line about like angels, because I see a lot of angels as well. Again, nothing against them. I just wanted to poke fun. But it didn't really work. I don't think I added it. Is it in this song? No, I don't think so. But yeah, I wanted to like have a lyric about angels, but it never really happened. It didn't work out. I don't know why. I just remember like I was trying to add it and it didn't work. But yeah, I liked this line a lot because they're just poking fun and like, again, we don't talk about it, but like queens are powerful, okay? Let's fucking go. All right. so that part was just about the aesthetics of like a queen, which I thought was fun because it was just again like talking about like, you know, she ends people's lives for her people and she looks hot as fuck, okay? That's it. That's what I wanted to get across with that fucking spot, all right? Saving Kingdom Santal, yep, getting ready for the ball. Ooh, look at this. Portrait of the, ooh, look at her. Okay, going down in history right here. Sorry, okay. I still get hype over my own song. Oh, this is one of my favorite parts. Yeah, this is like, okay, so this part was again playing into the idea of like just streamers and like entertainers and like, oh, I want your praise. I want you to like you know, give me compliments and like enjoy my content and say that's really fun, like you enjoy watching me and stuff like that. I want you to always watch me, you know, like obey me. I want you to always be here and always watch me. And then the last line, bring me to insanity. Did you hear what I just said? Does that not sound a little bit insane? Just think about it. All right, what I just said sounds really weird. Like, I think, in my opinion, like having to say, like, you know, like, oh, I want you guys to like, I need you guys to like give me praise. I need you guys to like watch me. Like, please watch me and don't watch anyone else. Like, I want you to always be here, always support my content, you know, like, and I'll do anything for you to always be here and watch my content. Like, that's kind of like what I think happens to some people, like when they start doing this kind of entertainment. You know, it's like they push themselves to be something that they're not because they think that would attain new, like, you know, views or followers or whatever. And it just like that's not you though, you know. So yeah, I that's probably one of my favorite parts of the song. So I have to say it's really fun. It's really cool. And also look at this fucking scene was so good. You see the fucking red carpet? Like look how fucking scary. Look how scary this looks. You're just like walking to your death. Just walking to your death. It looks so cool. Anyway. Okay, explanation on this part. So this is obviously I did the era, and then the Japanese part is basically like it's the meme where it's like, oh, you know, like, oh, welcome home. Would you like a dinner or a bath, or would you like me? That's the watashi. Anyway, yeah. So so both of these sayings were things that. When I started getting into the VTubing community, both of these things were very prominent in people asking VTubers to say on stream. And I had a lot of people ask me to do an era, and I never did it. This was the first time I ever did an era, like actually took it seriously and tried to do an era was in this song. And can I just say I killed it? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But this is the first time I took it seriously and I actually like tried to do it. And I wanted to add this because, again, this was something that like people were constantly asking me to do when I joined, and I saw a lot of people asking other people to do, and like people added as a redeem and stuff like that. It's still very prominent now. And the problem is that there are a lot of people like myself who don't actually feel comfortable doing this kind of stuff where it's like, you know, basically oral, like just audio sex, essentially. Like, I'm not very like comfortable saying things that are like very provocative because I'm just like, I just want to eat Doritos into the mic. So that's just not me. So like, you know, I'm a raccoon. That's the way I do. I don't be sexy. All right. This is my thing. All right. But yeah, so I really wanted to add this to the song because it was something that I feel like a lot of people did because it was trending. And a lot of people almost were if you didn't have like a strong mindset, you were forced to do it on stream. I feel like I feel like a lot of people felt forced to do it because it was like you had to adhere to like the trends that were going on. And people still are all about this era stuff. It hasn't really gone away. And I respect everybody who has it as Redeem, who continues to do it, unironically or whatever. But I just think it was something that like it did make multiple people that I knew uncomfortable, not just myself. And people were feeling like they're getting forced to say these kind of things. And again, it's like that whole message of like being forced to bend yourself and your personality to an audience to make them, you know, feel like they're entertained. And you shouldn't have to do that. Again, let me just reiterate, don't feel like you have to bend everything that you do to try to get more people to watch you, because it just doesn't end well. If that's not if that's not something that you enjoy doing or your authentic self, like I don't think no one's really happy in that situation. Anyway, and you know, also some people's authentic selves are assholes, and I'd rather you be an honest asshole than like a, you know, a quiet, trying to be slick, but you're not, shady asshole. Because I've also experienced a lot of those. I've experienced those more so than honest assholes. Because at least, like, I stay away from the honest assholes, you know? Like, they're in their corner doing their thing, and I'm in my corner doing my thing, and then everything's fine. Hey, 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 whoa, 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 hey, 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 whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, so this line is very, like what I was talking about already, you can see the theme in every lyric. Anyway. I'm just joking. But yeah, this is just the imagery of like, I will do anything you say, and I need you to like be here, to have this like contact, and contact being, at least in a streamer perspective, you know, being in chat and stuff like that, or talking and whatever. And then in general, again, just bring it back to the actual narrative of the song, being a queen and all, very similar, just wanting to listen to her people, and needing, like, wanting to do everything for her people once again. And then I like this because it's like, oh, I'll do everything, and then like it just gets really fucking scary where it's like, tell me who I need to fucking kill. Like, yes, I mean, no, but you know, anyway. So yeah, this is just like the extremity of like, you know, what her people want. It's like her people want somebody another kingdom needs to go down. All right, just let me know, and I'll fucking bye. Is what the queen says. All right. Anyway, but it's also like, you know, I feel like there's a lot of like fucking VTuber drama, just like putting other VTubers down. We're just so much more quick to put others down than to like actually think about the good things that they've done in general. So yeah. All right, cool. Yes. Again, this is just like the power moves here. And I like using the word cavalry. That's just a nice one. Cavalry is good. Okay, sorry. These power moves, sorry, all this is just power moves, you know what I mean? It's amazing, just power moves, like, fuck everything, I'm gonna kill everyone. You guys know that fucking TikTok that's like this kid who's like, I'm gonna kill my mom, I'm gonna kill my dad. Yeah, that's what that is. I'm just joking, I'm sorry. I'm joking. All right, don't do that, don't do any killing. I think this line, out of all the ones out of all these, I have to pick on this one. My power is all divine. Again, just like obviously when you have this fucking crown on your head, you're like, as a queen, you're like, oh, listen, I am the highest of high here, okay? I am superior. So I really wanted to pick on this lyric because it was like, again, bringing a person, because you have to remember, the queen is just a regular ass fucking person at the end of the day, but her fucking ego gets so bloated. And she thinks that she's just like on top of the world, you know what I mean? And I think that's like kind of again what I just like bring the message of the song together, of like this point of insanity of like, you think that you're like this celestial being, you're just so powerful because you're just like, you're listening to your people, you're doing what you're making their wishes come true by destroying other kingdoms and stuff like that. Yeah, so just doing stuff like that. And I guess to kind of compare contrast to the streamer perspective, I think again, when you are doing things for the attention and views, and there are things that you wouldn't normally do unless you wouldn't normally do, I think you start also kind of like seeing like, oh, I'm getting all this attention, and like you start, your ego gets a little bigger, and like that's okay, it's good that you're being supported, but like again, when you push that too far, it's kind of like to put like a face to it, it's kind of like maybe the Logan Paul situation, or even like Jake Paul, you know what I mean? Just like the Paul brothers. There you go. But it's just like you just start putting yourself on like this pedestal, but you end up kind of just doing shitty stuff for the views, and it's just, that's not who you should be, who you are potentially. I don't know about Jake Paul. That might just be who he is. But at least he's honest about it, We can all just like, okay, cool, about it. Anyway, moving on. And this is, again, I guess, pushing the envelope of like, the queen, despite her being at the top, I think it's very interesting to think that, she is a figure of, superiority. But at the end of the day, the queen is supposed to serve her people, which the word serve, it's a subservient as in that word. So it's like, it's so interesting to think that like this figure who has the most power in the kingdom in actuality is serving the kingdom and serving the people that are considered lower than her. So I thought that was an interesting like dynamic. Anyway, and then again, till the day I die, because it's like, she ain't gonna live long. Oh, she's doing all this assassinating and killing, she's got red on her gown, okay? Someone's gonna come get her, okay? That's all I'm saying. Anyway. Ooh, we bring it back. Ooh, hey, 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 hey. Hey, got the screaming. Uh-huh. What? Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, yeah. Hey, get it. Let's go. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much the song. That's my explanation. And that's why I wanted really dark tones for the song. I wanted killing. I wanted the graves. If you remember, there was a cemetery in the MV. I wanted the castle. Like, I wanted everything. But yeah, it is a dark song. But it was a lot of fun recording this, and I really love telling the story, like my take of a story of like the queen stuff. And obviously it related a lot to my journey, I think, as a streamer, realizing that like you cannot make your audience, like, you can try, but at the end of the day, like, the people that are going to enjoy your content will come and enjoy your content. People who don't enjoy your content, they will come and go, and that's okay. I had a lot of people come and go, and at this point, I'm very happy to say that like I got past all that, like feeling like I had to adhere to other people's like desires for how they want to be entertained. You know, I got past that point of like feeling like I had to push myself to be something I wasn't. And finally just be happy with like what I'm doing. And at the end of the day, I'd rather have 10 people, you know, enjoy my content and watch me, 5 people enjoy my content and watch me, than have 100 people who don't give 2 shits about who I am and only care about content that doesn't represent, you know, me or Kōri, really. So yeah, I that's how I feel. So I hope that other people who have streamed or are streaming or are thinking about streaming can kind of relate to the song, or kind of see, like, at least kind of understand, like, this may be something that you come across if you haven't already, of feeling like you have to bend to a so-called audience's will. You don't have to. Just be yourself. That's like honestly that advice I think people really shut down, or like they don't think about until it's like in their face. Like, you need to just be yourself and have fun and be happy. Because otherwise you just become the queen. You fucking fall from insanity and you do things that you don't want to do. So that's what Throne is about. Thank you for enjoying Throne with me.